Tanny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over your Dreamlight market submissions. I'm excited to get back into doing these videos. I do apologise that I didn't do one the previous week. Let's be honest, sometimes mental health, it takes its toll and stuff like that, and I was feeling a bit burnt out and other things, and obviously I suffer with depression and stuff like that, so I just think I just wasn't in the right headspace. So I do apologize, but we are back to looking at your snaps, and I do appreciate everyone who still shares their dream snaps with me and everything like that. It is appreciated, and I'm so happy to showcase these off. And once again, I do apologize to anyone who was expecting to have their submission seen and they didn't. But yeah, I mean, there's, I guess maybe there's no excuse, I don't know. But I just wanted to be like upfront and honest with you all and stuff like that. So, um, but let's jump over to Discord. Have a look at your submissions for the Dreamlight Market Challenge. So to start with, we have Winter Dragonfly submissions. This is a really cute submission. I like the pose with the bike. I like the coordinating like yellow raccoon. I feel like it's very fitting with the like autumnal colors of this setup. And I do love that you've got the little like hot cocoa stand. You've got the fruit stand here. So we do have those market elements. We've also got the veggie stand over here on the left. I love the little scarecrow off in the distance. I'm assuming this is like possibly to an extent a pre-established build, like with the details around here. This looks like it's kind of like a pre-established build, which I love seeing those things. Like I love seeing like when people integrate snaps into their valley, if that makes sense. I think that's absolutely wonderful. I know not everyone's gonna have a snap set up ready and everything like that, but I love those kind of like natural feeling snaps. I think they're so fun to see. Then here we've got another one, and this time using Goofy Store, which I think using Goofy Store is a brilliant idea, especially for anyone who was like struggling, like, oh, I don't have all the fruit stands or the veggie stands. Goofy Stall is right there. There's also Christoph's stall that could have been used and things like that. So I think they're kind of handy to have, or options. I love the use of the crates and like the burlap sacks and stuff like that. I think they work really well in this setting. All the wooden barrels and stuff, it really has a rustic cottagecore vibe, which I think is just wonderful. Next up, we have Pupster with this shot, and I really like this. I love the pose with Wally. This was something I tried to get with one of my snaps. I really wanted to have like a Wally pose, and this was kind of like the placement and sizing that I wanted, like towards the front that he's clear enough but not obstructing and taking up too much of the shot. Sadly, I couldn't get it. I did get Wally with the boot, but just like in the background, unfortunately. But I love this setup. I love all the stalls. I think they work really well. The trellises to the kind of like section off this area is absolutely fantastic. I really love that idea. I love your outfit. There's just something very cottagecore and rustic about this, which I love. I love how you've kind of like changed the colors, not changed the color scheme, but like integrated this collection of like white stands with the rustic sort of natural wood. I think it just works really nicely. The sky and lighting in this shot is absolutely beautiful. This is a wonderful little submission. I think Belle looks really fit in here. Obviously Wally with the boot. There's just something about Wally and the boot and like the market vibe that just seems fitting, and I don't know why. Like it doesn't in some ways make sense, but it just feels like right. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but this is such a cute little setup, and your character looks amazing. I love how your character looks. This is so cute, so fantastic work. Next up, we have NextPhoenix with this submission, and I love this. Your character looks adorable here. I love the flower boot on top of the crate here with the seeds, the pumpkins. That was such a good idea to place these items on the crates. It just has a real rustic feel. I love this fencing. I think this fencing looks nice along with the clock tower. I think Minnie's clock tower just feels very fitting for like a market vibe. It's something I went for as well with one of the snaps. I think it was on my husband's account. I added in the clock tower because I felt it was quite fitting. These banners are lovely. I love how we've got some stools in the background, but then also some closer towards the front of the shot. And we do have quite a lot of characters here. We've got Eric. I do believe that's Wally in the background in his little vintagey kind of suit. We have Mother Gothel, we have Goofy, Belle, and Rapunzel. So a good selection of villagers here at the market, which I think is wonderful. Next up, we have a submission from Jasper, and this is really, really cute. I love this. Posing with the raccoon is very adorable. I love how you've got like this table with a bit of food and stuff like that on it. The little radio works really nicely here. We do have some fruit stalls, some veggie stalls. I like that you've got this quite close to the camera, so it really kind of like draws a focus in, if that makes sense. Obviously the burlap sacks, you know, just everything just is really nice, and I like this kind of lush tropical kind of feel that you've gone for here. I think it's very different, but this is very, very cute. So fantastic work on your submission. And here we have a snap from Alley Cat. Belle's house looks so good. I love this. I think this is such a cute little setup. Even Gaston's house looks really nice here. And then we've got the Belle like provincial library. We also have the purple cottage in the background. This really has like a rustic town square kind of feel, if that makes sense. I love how you've got all the like stands here. I think that works really nicely, and then like the little what do you call it, like trolley thing with like the pumpkin in it. I did this actually in my husband's snap. I put a little pumpkin set in the little wagon thing. I love the pumpkins cropping into the shot as well. I love this kind of like busy town market square setup, you know, and even using Goofy's stall works really nicely here. So I think this is an absolutely wonderful submission. I think you've done amazing with this. This is very, very cute. A lot of detail and things like that. So amazing submission. Next up, we have this lovely snap from Ev Era, and oh my god, I love this. Okay, so you've used the this is like a banner or like arch kind of thing. I don't really know how to describe it. Um, but it's part of Jack's quest line. And it just looks so good, and it was something I wanted to include in my main snap. Um, and I really wish I'd thought to use two and almost have them crop in from the sides. So rather than having the banner centrally, to have them like on the edges would have worked really, really nicely. And I wish I'd thought of that because it's such a lovely piece. I wish we could decorate with items like this close bunched up bundle, and or even if we had items that looked like this where they were like a mix of items pushed together. um like, you know, like even with this ceremony basket, like there's loads of items in it and stuff like that, and I think that makes it look really nice and stuff like that, and natural, rather than like individual pieces that are kind of gridlocked and you can't get close together and bunch up, if that makes sense. um what is this? What item is this bamboo item? I've never seen this before. I mean, I must have done, but I don't recognize it. If you do watch this video, please do let me know what item this is. This is a gorgeous little item. Um, I feel like I need to decorate with this item more. It looks really cool. It's like a post. There's probably something really obvious, like maybe it's attached to like some sort of fence or kind of thing, but this item is really, really cute. I really, really like this. So yeah, nice little decor piece here. I like how the banner kind of crops in. This is actually the Coco banner that you get, and it was from like the first Star Path or something. It's such a lovely little banner. I love the mini clock tower. I think again it just feels so fitting with like a market setup, and I love this eclectic mix of like stalls. So we've got like a fruit veg stall. Well, we've got veg over here, we've got fruit here. At the back we've got like a book area. We've got like a miscellaneous bottles, potions galore. We've got like the clay pottery stands. This was very much the kind of vibe I wanted to go with like the different stalls, and it didn't look nearly as good as this. This is fabulous, and obviously all the characters like Belle being mixed in with all the books is just so like perfect. We have Mirabelle, we've got Eric, we've got Ariel, we've got Merlin at the back, obviously near the potions. Again, perfect mix here. And then we've got Anna, and obviously all the fruit like decor at the front as well, like on the floor and stuff is just wonderful. So honestly, beautiful, beautiful snap. Next up, we have a snap from Luanil. This is gorgeous. I love the flowers at the front. Like these orange flower baskets are just gorgeous. So I love to see that. I love all the like the fruit and veg stands here. We've got Merlin over here, and like this like little instrument stall. That's like so cute. Using the like guitars and the harp and the, are they called lutes or something? I forget what they're called, but those things are so cute. We've got like a little fabric stand with like the spinning wheel, Belle's like house skin here, or like the cottage skin, if that makes sense. That's gorgeous here. Um, Again, Minnie's clock tower, just so perfect for this challenge. I really like this. I think this is a super like cute submission. Fantastic work with this. Next up, we have Curls Fantasy, who's gone for like a rustic desert vibe market, which I absolutely love. I love that we've got this stall here with like all the seasonings on it and stuff. I'm trying to work out what's on this stall. Is it meat? What is that? I genuinely can't work it out. I'm like, I should be wearing my glasses. Sorry for that. It does look like some sort of meat, but maybe I'm wrong. But oh my god, if it's meat and like Simba's at it, like wanting the meat, how cute. We've got like the veg store here. We've got this cute little seating set up and everything like that. And I love how you've got the croc at the fruit stand. Like it's like you've picked him out of the fruit. So, so cute. This is a lovely submission. Fantastic job with this. Next up, we have a snap from Madam Red, and this is so cute. I love this, like Donald and Wally at the front. Oh my god, the timing to get that shot. I love this kind of like fabric stall, the books. Then we've got like the fruit and veg over here. Um, Trader Sam's shop looks really good here. I love how rustic this is. I love how you've put these stalls kind of like back to back to make kind of like a larger setup. Mirabelle's house looks lovely in the background there. I love that we've got tables with like food items on them. I love how you've got like the wagon, like it's being pulled by the bike. How cute is that? It's like an addition onto the bike. I think that's wonderful. And then like the bag of peanuts and stuff like that. This is a lovely little setup, definitely rustic and everything like that. It's a wonderful little market that you've created here. So fantastic job. Next up, we have a submission from Glitch, and I love this. Obviously, I love the Mickey Cloud. That's wonderful to see. I love this whole desert market vibe. We've got Gaston here at his stall. I love that he's selling like Gaston and LeFou creations. Like that's so funny. Obviously, we got like a market stall here. We have B stall selling like enchanted roses, and then we've got Christoph selling like snowballs and pickled herring and iron, it seems, as well. Like this is such a cute little setup, and I love how you've got like the individual characters selling items that are like unique to them. I think it's so good. I love the trees. The trees look so natural and so well placed here. I love your character's outfit and everything. This is a really, really cute setup, not gonna lie. I really, really like this. I think this is so cute. This is definitely the kind of vibes that I wanted to give when I made my desert market. And I think this just looks really adorable, and I love the pose with the monkey. I think that works really well. So yeah, fantastic job with this. I think this is an absolutely wonderful submission. Next up, we have a snap from Bagelrina, and this is so cute. Look at Wally and the flowers. I love the little like gardening area. We've got Goofy over here by the stalls. Obviously, using Goofy's stall makes a lot of sense. We do have the little wagon here, which is like you're pulling, and it's like you've bought a collection of like little flowers and stuff like that. Like, that's really, really cute. I'm not gonna lie, I get really nervous placing items in this wagon ever since I had the glitch with the plate. So in my Forgotten Lands, I've got a wagon that's got a plate stuck in it, and I can't remove the plate for the life of me. I can't even use the trick where, um, you know how sometimes you go to place a house and it will get rid of certain items? Like, there's certain things you can place down, like, it's not in here, but there's like a wooden low to the floor kind of crate, and that often gets glitched and you can't remove it. Well, one way to remove it is to put a house on top of it and it will get rid of it. So I even tried that with the wagon trick, but it just won't do it. um so I get really nervous placing items in it, but this is such a cute little setup, and it just fits so well. I absolutely love this. I think this is a genius idea. I love the vine wall here. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Love this little setup. So, fantastic job. Next up, we have a submission from Decorista. I love the lighting here, the glow coming through. How amazing is that? Is that like one of those orb light tricks? That is so good. I love it with like paired with the sunset sky. Obviously all the fireworks look lovely. I love how you've used some of the time bending pieces as well. We do have the like vegetables here. We've got this like little tea set up. Yeah, this is a gorgeous little rustic setup. Your character looks lovely, and obviously paired with the monkey, I think is just wonderful. So this is an absolutely lovely snap. Fantastic job on this. The lighting is just gorgeous. So good luck. Hopefully you're back to your 4K streak. Next up, we have a snap from Vinny Luca. This is lovely. I love how you've overlaid the wooden boards over this brick pathway to create this like divide and pathing. This is so good. It's honestly a really, really clever trick to kind of because with pathing, when you place it down next to another path, you can't like have them pushed up right against each other, but using the boards as like a pathway, which is what they're technically, I believe, made for. But because it overlaps onto the pathing, you can kind of really get this, close divide, this overlap, which is obviously more typical, I would say, of pathing and stuff like that. Like, there isn't usually some gap and stuff like that. Like, when I think of the road and the path, they're they're attached, if that makes sense. So I love this little effect you've created there. I love that you've included Scrooge, like just thinking of a market and how Scrooge would capitalize on that, somehow try and gain profits from it. Just seems very fitting. um, I love how we've got Goofy stall and Gaston stall like paired together at the back here. Again, a really brilliant idea. I wouldn't have thought about Gaston's stall, but it is a stall and it therefore works. So great idea, especially if you're building a setup in Eternity Isle. I love the little sand feature in the background. I think that looks gorgeous, and like this kind of like building setup you've created using the like Desert Palace, Remy's and Scrooge's shop. We have Trader Sam's here, which works really well, and then we've got this like veg stall here. So I do love how we've got this contrast between like the fruit stall and the veg stall, and of course the sign leading to Scrooge's, because he's gotta gotta draw the people in and do his advertising. So this is a wonderful little snap. Fantastic job. Next up, we have a snap from Nan Logan. This is really fun and playful. I love how you mentioned about, oh, like, stop, we've got to catch that rooster and stuff like that. I think that's so fun. And yeah, as I said, just really playful. We've got Olaf here, we've got Daisy. Daisy's making eyes at Olaf, eh? Look at that. That's so funny. I love how you got the stall here with like the ingredients in it. We've got the veg stall here, we've got the fruit stall and everything like that. We've got this kind of eclectic mix of items towards the front. And then it's like there's a food seating area, which I think is just lovely. So this is a wonderful little setup, very fun, very playful. So fantastic work on this snap. Next up, we have a snap from Say Hi Joel, and I love how you've angled the camera angle, like underneath this stall. Like, I think this is a lovely bit of framing for this shot. Obviously, we've got the food stalls here, the veg and fruit. We do have some more fruit and veg stalls towards the back. We've got like a fabric stall here. We have this like central area, seating area in Bell's Provincial Library. I think this is a wonderful little setup. I think it's so cute. I love that you've got the stalls kind of like right at the front of the shot, really drawing attention to them and really kind of being like, pow, here is my market, here is my stalls, here are my wares, here's what I'm selling. And I think it just works really, really well. I love when there's like attention to detail or attention to the theme right at the front of the snap, because I think it really draws you in and draws a focus. So fantastic job on this. Next up, we have a snap from Cami, and oh my god, I actually really love this. I don't want to don't want to don't want to inflate your ego or anything, but I absolutely love this. I love how we've got like hey hey here. Wally looks adorable. I love the framing with this banner here, the rustic kind of like hay and the bike here. It's very very cute. We do then have the stalls at the back here, like the veg and the fruit, which just works really nicely. Using the pumpkins as well in terms of decor. Um, the egg basket here works really nicely. Framing with this, so this is how I sort of did mine as well. Um, with this banner thing and like having a bit of the like corn and stuff cropping in, it just looks really really nice. um so yeah, I think this is a wonderful little snap. Obviously Wally looks adorable. I think that's what it is. I'm just a sucker for Wally, and I think hey hey looks so like animated here and so natural kind of thing. So fantastic job with this. Okay, so here's one of the snaps I made. This is a snap I made for my husband's account. I actually really, really like this snap. I think it's so fun. We've got the bike here. We've got the fruit stall here. We have Goofy stall. I did have other stalls going back, like I had a flower stall and things like that, but I couldn't get everything in the shot as I wanted. I also wanted to kind of keep the high tags as well. So I have kind of like cropped off some of the stalls, but hopefully there's enough of a focus on the stalls here to draw people's attention in. We've got Goofy waving here. I really wanted to again kind of have like a town square feel with the market in the central point. So here we've got Minnie's clock tower. We do have Vanessa here and Belle, and then some of the rustic cottagey houses. I did use Minnie's house as well because I felt it fitted quite nicely with the setup. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of this one. I really like this. I think this will do really well. Or at least I hope it will. I hope it will. Next up, we have a snap from Wee Bee Blurdy. I always feel weird saying that. Sorry if I say it wrong. It feels like a mouthful to me. Maybe that's just my dyslexia coming through. Like I can't get the words out. But this is really pretty. I love this little setup. I love the use of the like Corona pillars. Like, I think they really add a lot of dimension and uniqueness to the shot. I love how we've got this like fabric setup here, and we've got like the spinning wheel, we've got like the Mirabelle fabric shelf, we've got the washing machine, the fabrics here. I think that all works really, really nicely. This little rustic setup with the grate and the water like well spout thing is really good. We've got like some of the fruit and vegetables in the middle, and then towards the back here we've got like potions and trinkets and things like that. This is a wonderful little setup. I love the backdrop with the castle. I think that's so unique compared to like some of the more rustic cottagecore vibes that we're seeing, which nothing wrong with those. Obviously, that's the route I went for. But I love this kind of like unique setup that we've got this castle, and then this is like the village town square kind of vibe. I think that that's really fitting actually. So fantastic job with this snap. Next up, we have a snap from Sunny, and it's the second account. There we go. Get my words out eventually. I love how you've placed the fruit on the ground, like again, just kind of like this overfill of uh like produce. That's the word I'm looking for. I love how you've got Scrooge behind the stall with like the little till register. I think that's such a cute touch. As I said, like Scrooge just feels very fitting. I never thought of it myself, but actually Scrooge is such a great addition because like I said, he would try and capitalize on any money making opportunity. So I really love that. We've got Goofy still here. We've got Mirabelle, Gaston, and Goofy in the background, which I think is just wonderful. Yeah, this is a lovely market setup. It feels so full, so lush, which I love. Like, there's definitely a lot of stalls. It feels like a very busy market, and I think that's wonderful. So, this is a gorgeous setup. Fantastic job on this. Next up, we have a submission from Princess Star Butterfly. And I think this is so funny. It's like you dropped all your books, like you bought too much from the market, and now it's a nightmare to carry, even with your wagon full of items. I think that's so wonderful. I love how you've got this stall here with the what you call this? The scramble coin figures. Is it scramble coin? Yeah, scramble coin. Like, I love that. I love that you've used them as like a stall. Like, you do get stalls at markets with like, I don't want to call them statues, but like, figurines and things like that. So it feels very like fitting of a stall to have. Again, using Minnie's clock tower. We have some more sort of trinket and stalls in the background. We have like a flower stall to the front. I love how it's like everyone's kind of like sheepishly like trying to look, but also like not draw attention to the fact that they're staring. Um, I think this is such a fun and playful setup and scene and story that you've told here. So, brilliant job with this snap. I really enjoyed this. I think this is so fun. Next up, we have a couple of submissions from Amy. We have this bright and beautiful fireworks snap. We've got a lot of different stalls here. Like we've got the fruit and veg here. We've got like a book stall. Does look like we've got another produce stall in the background. And here we've got like the ice cream stalls and also like a seating area here. I think it's a really unique choice to go with this green flooring. Like I did do when I was building my theme park in Eternity Isle when I was first working on it. I had a Toy Story area using a lot of this like flooring, so I think it's really interesting to see. um I do like this wide setup. It feels like there's a lot that's on display here. And obviously we've got Stitch here and stuff like that, but it's a unique take. I would say that it's very unique, very different from a lot of the other snaps that we've seen. Now we have this submission, and I prefer this over the first one. I love the kind of like floral grass and how you got the flowers sprouting up and stuff. I love how we've got like a picnic set up, and then we've got all the market stalls around the back. Like we've got the ice cream stalls, we've got the food stalls, We have like yeah, just all the produce. We've got like almost like cooking food stands and stuff like that. And I love the Ferris wheel in the background, like just sort of off in the distance. I think that's wonderful to see. I love that kind of like framing there, and this like rusticy sort of pathway that you've got going through as well. So good luck with these submissions. I think they are really unique, so they should hopefully stand out in voting and catch people's eyes. Next up, we have this snap from Lainey Faye, and this is actually the last one in this group of snaps that we're going to go through. You have left a comment saying you wish your character was smiling, but she does have a slight smile on her face, like she doesn't look angry. Just more like natural, let's say. I love how we've got Minnie sat here on the bench. That's so cute. We've got Belle walking through, you there with your bike, and it's like you've bought a bundle of flowers. I love how we've got Mirabelle at like the fabric stand, especially with her like fabric stall draping item. I don't really know what this thing's called, but I think that works really nicely. We have Wally in the background here, which is so cute. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Wally. Gaston stall, again, never really, I didn't do any Eternity Isle snaps, but I never would have thought of his stall. But of course, Gaston's stall does make sense. We have this like almost like a pottery stall, or like maybe a flower stall in the background here. And then Goofy stall as well. This is a lovely little setup, very rustic. It feels very nice and closed in, and I just think it works really, really nicely. I think this is a gorgeous little snap. I don't think you look too angry or annoyed. I just think your character looks normal, you know, normal. That sounds weird to say normal, but you know what I mean, like just naturally posed, naturally posed. That's the words that I'm more looking for. Natural. She looks natural, like, you know, how people are, how they look on their everyday to day life. Not everyone always has a permanent grin on their face. Um, sometimes you gotta relax those muscles. So yeah, I love this. I think this is fantastic. I think it's really good, and what a lovely way to end this review, or at least this first half. So there you have it. That's the first half of the submissions from Discord for the Dreamlight market. Absolutely wonderful creations. Great job, everyone. I do love to see it, and thank you for letting me review your snaps and have a look at them and share them with everyone else. I really, really do appreciate it. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video here. If you want to be included in a video in the future, feel free to join my Discord and share your snaps. Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It does help me out massively as a smaller creator. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. You know, it's free to do, and then you can keep updated with when I do posts and things like that. And with me having my sort of vacation time now, I should be able to stream more and put out content a bit more regularly, so that's what I'm hoping to do anyway. But thank you so much for spending your time watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye guys.